All right, thanks, Audra. Definitely excited for that weekend forecast. Thank you. Well, joining us now is Rob Randall from Northwestern Mutual, and this morning we're talking about holiday spending. Thanks so much for being here this morning.
Thank you, Maya. Cool.
Yeah, so there's could be a lot of mistakes that we make when it comes to holidays shopping. What are some of those mistakes, and what's probably the biggest one that you've seen?
Well, it's a joyful time of the year, and I think a lot of people get caught up in the excitement, so they have a tendency to impulse purchase or spend more, or bust the budget, if you will.
Yeah.
So I think it's really important that you try to have a plan when you go out and do your shopping, and stick to the plan as best you can.
Now, I've heard of some people, what they do is they'll buy gifts throughout the year as opposed to just all at once. Does that tend to work, or is it better is there a good method to do the holiday shopping?
I think you do what works for you. You know, if you can get some of those gifts along the way and maybe catch them on sale, be disciplined enough to set them aside so you're prepared when it comes up, that'll help smooth out your spending throughout the year as well.
Now, how can you bounce back from the holiday spending?
This is big. So a lot of people tend to use the credit cards. They build them up, they get a little bit out of control, and I think we really have to make it a priority to get those credit cards paid off as soon as they start coming in. If you have short-term savings and you have to use some of that and it gets you out of your comfort zone, so be it, because that debt can really work against you.
Yeah. Now, I know you say don't sacrifice, again, those long-term savings for short-term spending. Can you break that down a little bit for us?
Sure. So I think it's a good habit for everyone to put money away on a regular basis, monthly, perhaps out of each paycheck. And that way, when these larger purchase options come up for Christmas or holidays or whatever the case may be, we're not running up credit card debt. We're actually using the money that we've been setting aside throughout the year.
So having a Christmas or holiday shopping savings account is a good idea.
Showing my age, when I was young, we had a Christmas club.
Yeah.
And so some of the older viewers will remember putting money away on a regular basis, and then we had that money when the holidays hit, so it was good planning.
Now, when it comes to shopping now, is cash a thing of the past, or are people now more focused on credit cards?
No, I think cash is still prevalent out there. We have a lot of credit card users, but if you're one of those individuals that need help with discipline, it's harder for individuals to spend their cash than it is simply to swipe a credit card. So if that's you, know your own spending habits and use cash if that helps you stay in the budget. Otherwise, if you are disciplined and you can use the card but pay it off every month, then that's also worthwhile.
Now, if you're a new parent or a grandparent, this first Christmas has always got to be tough, especially for them.
Yes, it's very exciting. First Christmases are very exciting, and the tendency to go way overboard, buy tons and tons of toys that maybe they're not going to use or use sparingly. So maybe think about taking a portion of that money and opening up a 529 college savings account or some type of custodial account, really for their future. Still have some gifts, but let's not overdo it.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you, Maya. Have a great day.
Thank you. Well, recent estimates have shown that total U.S. retail sales will climb 3.8% to just over $1 trillion, and e-commerce spending will rise 13.2% to just over $135 billion. Are you surprised by those numbers? Yeah, might be.